Hello everyone, welcome. I haven't been here for a very long time. I know that you missed me. So today we are going to talk a little bit about workation in Chiang Mai. I am currently in Chiang Mai. I am spending here 2 months, and I just decided to have a little chat about it, and I hope that you find it interesting, and maybe this will be an idea for you to spend winter somewhere. So if you don't know me, my name is Joanna and I am the blogger behind The Blonde Travels, and most of the time I write on my blog. I don't really do vlogging or anything, but from time to time I am here to talk to you a little bit. So I have been in love with Thailand for a very long time. I came here 10 years ago. I lived here for a couple of years. I was a teacher, and then I left, mostly because of visas and other things, and I didn't want to be a teacher anymore. So I live in Portugal at the moment, but Portugal is a beautiful country. It's very nice. However, the winter there is not that great, and every year for the months of January and February, my husband and I come here to Chiang Mai to spend 1 month, and then we travel around the south of Thailand and a little bit of the north as well. So we have a workation here. My husband works for a company, so he's employed full-time. I have my own business, not only The Blonde Travels, but I also run an English school. I am more flexible than my husband, hence we spend here 1 month working. And we have to be in one place because he can't take so many holidays. So we spend here 1 month and then we move around. And Chiang Mai is also one of my favorite places in the world, and I haven't seen the whole world yet, but you know, it's one of my favorite places so far. I really love it. I think it's great, and for vacation, especially in the winter, it's really perfect. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and you can see for yourself if it's something that you would like to do. So what is a workation? So workation is a work and vacation, and usually people who work online can do that. So you come somewhere where you don't live. It can be in the same country. So for example, I come from Poland. A lot of Polish people go on workation in Poland to different parts of the country, and it's also very lovely. But you can also go abroad to a warmer climate, for example. So Thailand is one of the best destinations for digital nomads, so people do it quite often. So I come here to Chiang Mai, and because you are away from home, it does feel different. Even though if you work all the time, it does feel a little bit different than your normal routine, and people usually mix work with pleasure. So they usually, you know, go and do different things, activities, sightseeing, sports, I don't know, whatever. So I usually like to just do sightseeing, go on short trips on the weekends, for example. So workation is just a mix between work and vacation. So why I come here to Chiang Mai? It's for a variety of reasons. So first of all, I really like the city, and we have a guest behind us. Hello. Come here because I have a great sentiment for the city. I lived here, I know the city, and actually suits me well when I know the place and I want to work there and go for vacation, and it's just basically perfect for me. But also Chiang Mai has a lot of other great things. So for example, it's good weather, and especially in the winter, from March until June, it's very smoky and it's not great, but usually it is during the winter when people like to come, then it is a perfect weather. I had to move a little bit. People behind me are doing something. I hope it's not going to be too distracting. Let's see. So, as I was saying, why Chiang Mai? So, first of all, I have a great sentiment for the city. I have lived here for quite a few years. I come here every year. It's just nice to me. I know the city, I know how it works, I know everything, so it's very comfortable for me to come back here. But also, if you don't know the city, I think it might be a very nice place for you to stay, especially during the months from December until February. It has a very good weather. From March, unfortunately, it is a smoky season. There's a lot of smog and not great for staying here, but during those winter months it's definitely a really nice climate. During the week, during the day, it can be around 25 to 30 degrees. At night it's very cool, very nice, especially in the mountains. If you go, it's actually quite cold there. So it's perfect weather for working. It also has a lot of activities, if you're into meetups and things like that, during the winter there's lots of them. You can really meet a lot of people and a lot of activities, so mountains, nature, waterfalls, shops, restaurants, everything that you need for life, it's here. And also, if you have a lot of interest, you want to do some yoga, you want to do Muay Thai, you want to do different things, it's also here. So it's a really, really good place to do that. And it has a great coffee culture. I am just drinking my coffee right now. It's really good for cafes and coffees, and working from a coffee place and from co-working. There's lots of co-workings here. I don't really use them that much, but they really well priced, because comparing to Portugal, it's actually quite cheap. And quite a lot of places to work from if you want to work outside of your home. So it's a really great place. So if you're working online, where can you work? So basically you can work from your home. Of course, the Wi-Fi is usually very good. Actually, for the last couple of years, I have had no problems with Wi-Fi. It's actually really, really nice and really good, quite fast. So really reliable as well. You can work from coffee shops, lots of coffee shops here, lots of little places, big places, with air conditioning, with good Wi-Fi. No one will kick you out unless it just says that there's no Wi-Fi, but that doesn't happen very often. There's Wi-Fi everywhere. And also from, of course, co-workings. As I said, I don't really use them, but I know that there are a lot of them, and actually they really quite cheap comparing to what you will find in Europe, for example. So lots of places to work from. Even if you need to do calls, you will find a good Wi-Fi for that too. Cost of living is definitely lower than in Europe. I cannot really, I don't really count money, to be honest, when I come here. I just try to live to the fullest. I usually, in Portugal again is a very nice country, but it does not give me this luxury, this kind of a comfortable lifestyle that I have here. So I'm just trying not to save money. But one room apartment can cost you maybe 200 euros. That's the cheapest that you can find. Usually my husband and I, we used to rent this small apartment before, and we paid around 500 euros per month, and that was one bedroom and kitchen with a living room and a bathroom. Quite good size, well sized. Now we're paying a bit more in this nice condo here, because it's supposed to be very nice. I mean, it is nice. It is a nice condo, but the room is smaller, and it's just a studio. So, and we're paying a little bit more. So not maybe that great, but we're paying, I think it was 650 euros. So not that much more. And there's a gym and a swimming pool. Quite a lot of nice things around, and a great area for food and drinks in the evenings especially. It's really, really nice. So, you know, you can compare it to other places. I don't know if you can get an apartment at all, like even a studio. I think you can get a room in Lisbon for 600 euros or 700 euros. So no pool, no gym, nothing. So here, you know, it's a little bit of a different lifestyle. When it comes to food, you know, food can be very cheap in Thailand. It can be a little bit more expensive if you want to eat healthy. For example, I'm trying to eat healthy, so, you know, from time to time I do spend a bit more, which is maybe, you know, around 200 baht per plate, but I also eat cheap street food, and you know, at the market, which is, you know, 50 baht per dish or something like that. So, you know, it depends how you want to live, how much money you have, but life here can be quite affordable comparing to what you have at home. Transport in Chiang Mai is not maybe the best, but it's okay. So if you don't want to drive a motorbike, and I understand that not many people want to drive a motorbike, then you need to take a song tao. Song taos are the red trucks, and they basically take you from one point to another for 30 baht. It's the cheapest, but you can also get a motorbike taxi or a normal taxi, and there is a very good application like Uber, and everyone uses that. So, you know, in Chiang Mai, actually, in Bangkok it's quite more expensive, but in Chiang Mai it's very affordable and quite quick and very reliable, so you can actually use that to move around. If you want to go outside of the city and you don't drive a motorbike, then it's a little bit of a problem. Maybe you know someone who drives a motorbike and you can go with them, or you need to basically book a tour. There's no other way of doing that. If you want to drive a motorbike, and it's a great way of transportation, but it is not safe. So be aware that it is not safe. Thailand has the most dangerous roads in the world. So you need to be able to drive before you come here. Also, you need your driving license, category A, and international driving license. You can also do your driving license here. It is fast, very affordable, and quite easy to do. You can do it in 3 to 4 days. I have a blog post about it, so you can have a look. However, it's not the driving license you can use at home, for example. So, you know, you need to be aware of that. But you can do it, and I encourage you to have the proper papers for doing these things, because if you have an accident, the insurance won't cover you. And won't cover the cost of treatment, and it can be very, very expensive. So be aware of that, and have proper papers to drive a motorbike here. Chiang Mai is also a very good place to do your workation, because it has a lot of things you can do. So yoga, meditation, massages, climbing, trekking, you know, a lot of different things you can do after your work, and it doesn't have to be very expensive. Trekking is for free. You can just go to Doi Suthep, which is the mountain here, and you can just do your trek for free. It can cost money. You can go to a Muay Thai training. I did that a couple of years ago. It was really fun and really good. There are gyms around, there are yoga studios around, so a lot of things. Whatever you are interested in, I'm sure that you will find it here. So at the end, I'm really sorry about the noise. I cannot really do much about it. So at the end, I would like to maybe tell you a little bit about advantages and disadvantages of workation. So advantages are definitely low cost of living. So I think really, especially if you're traveling like me with my husband, the costs split between us. So, you know, before we rented an apartment for 500 euros, also with a swimming pool, with a cafe downstairs and with a gym. And we paid not much, and we split that between two of us, so each pays 250. You know, that's actually a very good price for that. And food is very affordable. You know, you can, if you want to cook for yourself, if you want to you know, eat healthy, then you can basically buy some fruits and vegetables at the local market and just prepare it in your kitchen. Just remember that a lot of accommodation here doesn't come with a fully equipped kitchen. Very often they don't even have a cooker stove, so you have to figure it out by yourself. When I used to live here, I bought I bought one of these camping gas stoves and a little gas bottle for it, and I just cooked like that when I wanted to cook. Most of the time I just ate out, and I do that still. I eat out all the time. It doesn't bother me at all. The next thing that is great here is the working conditions. So, you know, maybe in your studio apartment, in your apartment, you will not have a proper desk and a proper chair. That's always a problem. But you can always go to a coffee shop. You can always go to a co-working. You know, there is one co-working here, for example, that is totally free. So you can just, you know, use that if you don't want to pay. It's really great and affordable for that. And you can, you know, go outside and work outside. At the moment, I am even working outside in this garden. I'm talking to you. This is my work also, but you know, if I did it, the noise disturbs me a little bit. I must say it's annoying, but you know, I can also do that, write something, and it doesn't bother me. It's just a background noise as well. Chiang Mai has also a great community. To be honest, I am a little bit of an introvert. I don't really use that, but if you want to make friends and you want to meet other digital nomads, people that are here on workation, it's really not a problem. There's lots of cafes, lots of co-working places, especially co-working places that organize a lot of events for digital nomads. It's really all the time something going on, especially in the winter. Outside of the winter months, maybe not so much because everyone leaves because of the smog, but that yes, happens, that you can actually meet a lot of people here. Disadvantages, first of all, the smog. Maybe during the winter months when you're here, it's not such a problem because we really don't have it then, but March starts, or middle of February already actually, it gets really hot, and then the smog is actually really bad. At the moment, this is the end of February. The weather today and the last few days was quite weird because it doesn't usually rain at this time, but it did rain a couple of times, and now it's 25 degrees. It's very fresh, very nice, but usually it is much hotter and really not that great, and the smog can really be a bother if you are very sensitive. For example, my husband very often on some days cannot drive a motorbike because the smog gets into his eyes and he cannot see anything, and he starts crying, basically tearing up. So it can be a problem for many people. So it's best, if it is a problem for you, then it's best to leave in the middle of February. The other disadvantage is the visa, although at the moment actually the solutions are quite good because you can get a visa exemption for many countries for 60 days. For example, I am on this at the moment. So basically you arrive, you get a stamp at the airport, and you can go in for 60 days. It's very easy and doesn't cost anything. There are also tourist visas, of course, and there is a DTV visa, which is for 5 years. So if you like it here a lot, then you can stay here for 5 years, and every 180 days, so every 3 months, you need to, every 3 months or every 6 months? Every 180 days, you need to leave the country and then come back. So you can have a little trip to Malaysia or somewhere, or Laos, or I don't know. If you have never been to these countries, it's always good to go, right? So DTV visa doesn't cost so much if you have, if you earn good money, if you have some savings. It could be a good solution for you, and you know, it's something that it's worth considering. I am considering that at the moment, although I don't really need it because I come here only for 2 months, so I don't really need DTV visa. But maybe just for the experience, I'm going to apply for that. To summarize, I think Chiang Mai is a great place for workation if you have that opportunity. If you work for someone who will let you go for 2 months or 3 months, or you work for yourself like me, you can come here and have a very comfortable lifestyle and really have fun. A lot of fun. I love it here. I really always encourage people to come here for the winter months because it's really great. Before we finish, just to let you know that I have a blog post about this, and I have a couple of information that will be useful for you. So things like insurance, for example, which is very important, and how to find an apartment, etc. You will find in that blog post. Also, there is a form that you can sign up to, and you will get monthly emails from me about living and working and traveling around Thailand. So this is called Thailetter. I send that every month, and of course I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. I don't come here very often, to be honest, but from time to time you might get a little message from me and a short video from me. So I hope this noise didn't really disturb you, and you actually enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you would like to share some experiences with me. Okay, I hope that I will see you soon. See ya. Bye bye.